Hi, I'm Bob Sobolik, 5-star agronomist at the New Hampton location. A couple hybrids I'd like to showcase for the 2021 season that I'm excited about. Here, the first one is from Cropland. It's a 4188, 101-day corn. Comes as a Smart Stack, comes as a Double Pro. Was brand new in the year 2019, so we've had it a couple years, but we haven't really played with it a whole lot. But it's the newest member of the 99 family in the Cropland, so 4099, 4199 have been some sisters in that same family, but 4188 brings a new yield level to that family. Comparing it to the 4199, which a lot of you guys are familiar with, this one does work better on the medium to heavy soil. It does have a moderate response to nitrogen, but a high response to population, similar to the other 99 families as well. This is a signature series that Cropland calls it, so it comes with a higher seed treatment with Ford Event Plus. So we had no emergence issues this past spring like we maybe did on some other ones. It also has the anthracnose gene for early season anthracnose protection as well, which can kind of lead into stalk rot late season. So we've got that added benefit as well. So real excited about this corn for those high producing areas where we can push for that top end yield. Second hybrid I'd like to talk about today is Brevant B01Z88, and Brevant is the new name for mycogen seeds, and so this is a new number. It was formerly 1188. So this is 101-day corn, comes as Acre Max or as Chrome, which is Brevant's Smart Stack version. And things with this, Brevant has been known for having very good emergence in their corn. They've got an excellent seed treatment that protects it real early in the season for great emergence and early growth. They've also got typical good flux on their hybrids, so you don't really have to push the populations. A couple specific things about this B01 is that it's got great drought stress tolerance, so we can go onto those lighter soils, we can lower that population even a little bit more. We get the rain, we get the nutrients throughout the season, we get that ear flex. But it does also perform well on those medium to heavy soils and those high producing areas. Got great late season plant health on most ear diseases. We can see this is very dark green here. We did not spray this test plot with fungicide, but it still shows great plant health here. The one watch out is northern corn leaf blight. This one here is about an 18 by 42 long, and we can see it nosed back a little bit, but due to the stress this year, but if we get the right conditions, we can really see this push for top end yield. So very excited about this corn. Another corn hybrid I'd like to talk about today is DeKalb 5234. This is a new 102-day corn. Comes as a Smart Stack, comes as a Double Pro. 5235 would be the Double Pro version. This, I believe, is going to be the one that we mainly target to replace our 5356 acres that we've had in the past. Just a day earlier, that 5356 is getting some age on it, but this one is consistent across almost all your soil types, similar to the 5356. We can just play with the population and the inputs based on the yield levels that we're going into. This is a little bit taller corn, so a concern sometimes is green snap, but they've really brought in and tested this for green snap, and it tests very good against it. They claim average emergence to above average emergence, but what we saw this spring was that we had no emergence issues. We had very consistent emergence across the field. We didn't see the up and down on corn even where we had residue issues and that stuff. And because it is a little taller corn, it does make a great dual purpose silage hybrid as well. So this will be one to take a look at in that early maturities for our area. I'd like to touch on beans for a couple minutes here. Going into the 2021 season, there's a lot of uncertainty on traits, which ones we're going to have, which ones are going to be viable, which ones you're going to want on your farm. So first thing I'd like to touch on is at 5-Star Co-op, we sell soybeans for 6 different seed companies. 5 of those 6 seed companies will have Enlist soybeans for next year. And the 6th one, being Asgrow in this case, is very close to having Extend Flex. They're just waiting on European approval right now, and so that Extend Flex would bring Liberty onto the Extend platform. And as far as seed supply, we're expecting maybe up to 15% of the Asgrow could be in the Extend Flex once they get them labeled. As far as the Enlist, again, with those 5 companies that we have that sell Enlist, I'm expecting to have a good supply, but we still may not be able to have more than about 50-60% of our supply in the Enlist. So it's going to be key to communicate early with your local agronomist about what your plans are. And I know some of you have already had discussions throughout this summer about what your plans are for next year. But a couple things just to remember: if we have the Extend platform for next year, there will be a new label coming. We may need to refresh ourselves with what some of those changes are. The Enlist platform has been very good. Out at this test plot here, we've got Extend on the east side, and we've got GTLLs and Enlist towards the road, and they've all been sprayed with their respective platforms. So we do have good comparisons out here to be checking some of the new Enlist against some of the tried and true Extend. So again, just to reiterate, please talk to your local agronomist and share your plans, because seed supply will be an issue. So in conclusion out here, for anybody watching, if there's more information on any of these hybrids I've discussed or any other ones, please reach out and we can schedule plot tours out here, bring you through individually, or talk more detail on any of these hybrids and varieties. Thank you for your support.